the outline for the presentation. And what I mean is just that, an outline. It's not a script for your presentation. I'll show you a couple of examples that have earned high grades in past years. We'll say these are going to be different than yours because they're not following just the pure Pachachka format. The last few years we've done teams and split that format up a little bit differently than what you guys are doing this year. But as an example, here is one team of students outline, and with that, right, they've done the outline at the slide level, and then within each slide they're covering what they were going to be discussing. And in this case, the first 120, so the first 4 slides, was in that Pachachka format. Real critical thing, right, is you're including your references about what you're going to talk about, right, but clearly, right, these words here wasn't all that was said. Right? That's not covering the full 20 seconds. Right? And so it's their outline of their discussion points, and that rolls through, and they had a longer body that would drill down into some deeper aspects. A little less citations in here than probably should have been along the way, but a good solid outline of the approach that they were going to use with then their sample question and then the sample answer. It's really key when in your presentation, right, don't use this question and provide this answer. It's just part of the outline requirement. And then all of your references in APA format. Different example. And in this case, they took this format here was going after their core 5 minutes. And then down below, they did it a little differently where they had their overall presentation format with their first 120 and then the 5 minutes on topic, which is what was above, and we'll jump back up to that, and then their last 120. You can see some of my feedback. I was looking for more specifics than just some of these general points, right, because this is a minute and 20 seconds here covered there, right? Not sufficient levels of detail as to what was happening. If you come back up here and look at this as their 5 minutes, right, they hit the large-scale projects. They talk about who they're citing. These sites aren't necessarily the correct format, and this particular presentation was overly reliant on one particular source, so they just did the page numbers after that until they got back down into here. I would expect that your core of your presentation is supported by several sources, right? It depends on the topic, whether several means 3 or several means 10. But a single source or just only using the textbook